always thought his girlfriend, Lily, smiled in a way that made the world feel lighter. But the smile he saw last night didn't feel human at all. It started when Ethan came home from work. The apartment was quiet, lights dim, and he assumed Lily was still cooking in the kitchen. He could hear something moving inside. He was about to call her name when he glanced up at the balcony. Someone was already standing there. A silhouette, a woman, and she was smiling. Not waving, not moving, just smiling. Wide, frozen, almost too wide, staring directly at him. Ethan froze because Lily wasn't supposed to be outside. And when he looked closely, the smile didn't blink or breathe or drop. It stayed exactly the same. He whispered, "Lily?" And from inside the kitchen, her real voice answered, "Yeah?" That's when Ethan's blood ran cold, because Lily was behind him, in the kitchen. So who or what was smiling at him from the balcony? And why did it look exactly like her? Ethan's heart hammered in his chest. He didn't want to look back at the balcony, but every instinct in him screamed that the thing outside was still smiling. Lily stepped out of the kitchen, wiping her hands. "You okay?" she asked. Ethan didn't answer. He slowly raised his hand and pointed toward the balcony. Lily frowned and walked toward the glass door. "Did you leave something out there?" Ethan's voice cracked. "Lily, don't open it." She paused, confused. Ethan finally forced himself to look. The figure was still there, still smiling, but now its head was tilted, way too far, like it was listening or mocking him. Lily followed his eyes and gasped. "Ethan, that's—" She didn't finish her sentence because the smiling figure suddenly stopped tilting. And then, slowly, it raised one hand and waved. Not a normal wave, a slow, dragging, unnatural movement, like the joints weren't connected right. Ethan grabbed Lily's wrist. "Get away from the glass." The figure stopped waving, and then it stepped backward and vanished into the dark. Not walked away, not turned, just disappeared. Lily whispered, "Ethan, it looked like me." He swallowed hard. "Yeah, I know." For a long moment, neither of them spoke. Lily locked the balcony door, her hands trembling. "Ethan, do you think someone's messing with us?" He shook his head. "That wasn't someone." Lily turned pale. "What do you mean?" Ethan took a shaky breath. "It looked exactly like you. Same hair, same clothes, same posture. But the smile. Lily, you don't smile like that." Lily backed up until she hit the kitchen counter. "That's impossible. I was inside the whole time." Ethan nodded. "I know. That's why I'm scared." The room felt colder. The lights flickered for a second, just enough to make them both jump. Lily grabbed her phone. "Maybe there's a reflection? Some weird lighting?" Ethan didn't respond because something else caught his attention. On the balcony glass, the faintest smear of a palm print. Not Lily's, not his. The fingers were too long, too thin, too far apart, like whoever or whatever was out there didn't fully understand how human hands were supposed to look. Ethan leaned closer and froze. The print wasn't on the outside. It was on the inside. Lily whispered, "Ethan, why are you staring like that?" He stepped back. It was here. What? It wasn't standing outside. Lily, it was standing inside with us. Lily covered her mouth, shaking violently. "Then where is it now?" They both looked around the apartment. Silent. Still. too still, as if something was hiding, watching, waiting. Lily's breathing turned shallow. "Ethan, we need to get out, right now." Ethan nodded, grabbed his keys, and headed for the door. But the moment he touched the handle, click, the lock turned on its own. Lily jumped. "Did you—" "No," Ethan whispered. "I didn't." He tried again. Click. Locked. Again. The metal felt warm, like someone had just been holding it. Ethan stepped back. "Okay, stay calm. We'll go through the bedroom window." They rushed down the hallway, but halfway there, Lily stopped. Because the bedroom light was already on. Ethan frowned. "Did you leave it like that?" "No, I always turn it off." They pushed the door open slowly and froze. The bed was messed up, not like someone slept in it, more like someone had been sitting on the edge, perfectly still, for a very long time. A deep indentation in the mattress, too deep for a human. Lily stepped back. "Ethan, something's in here with us." Then, a sound. Not loud, not aggressive, just wrong. A slow, dragging breath coming from the corner near the closet. Ethan swallowed. "Ethan, don't look." But Lily was already turning her head. Her eyes widened, because in the dark corner, something was standing there, tall, motionless. And even though its face was hidden in shadow, it was smiling. Her smile. The exact smile Ethan saw on the balcony, except this one was wider, much wider, as if it was learning how to stretch the expression further each time it imitated her. Lily whispered, "Why does it look like me?" The thing tilted its head. Just a little, just enough to acknowledge the question. But behind the tilt, Lily could hear it. A soft, wet clicking sound, like bones rearranging, adjusting, trying to match her shape more perfectly, trying to become her. And then it stepped forward. The thing stepped out of the corner, slowly, deliberately, as if it was testing its new body. Every movement felt learned, copied, practiced. Its face emerged from the shadows, not fully formed, not fully Lily, more like a draft of her. The smile was too wide, the eyes too reflective, the hair too smooth, as if someone had drawn her from memory and gotten the details slightly wrong. Lily backed up until she hit Ethan's chest. "It's trying to be me," she whispered. Ethan wrapped an arm around her without taking his eyes off it. "Just stay behind me." The creature tilted its head again, but this time it tilted exactly the same way Lily does when she's confused. Perfectly. Lily gasped. "Ethan, it's watching me. Every tiny thing I do, it copies." The creature blinked once, slowly, like it was syncing with her timing. Then it smiled wider, too wide, skin pulling unnaturally, as if it didn't understand where a smile was supposed to stop. Ethan whispered, "It's practicing your expressions." Then something happened that turned his blood to ice. Lily whispered, "Ethan, don't move." The creature froze. Lily took a tiny step to the left. So did it. Perfectly timed. Same foot, same weight shift. Ethan stared. "It's not forming you, Lily. It's mirroring you." Lily stepped backward. The creature stepped forward. Perfect sync, perfect mimicry, like a reflection that had climbed out of the glass and no longer needed a mirror. Ethan stepped between them. "Stop. You want her? You go through me." The creature paused. Then slowly, unnaturally, it began to adjust again, its shoulders widening, jawline shifting, posture straightening. Ethan's stomach dropped. "Lily, it's changing." Lily grabbed his arm. "What's it doing?" Ethan whispered. "It's learning me now." The creature stood taller, more masculine, its smile reshaped. Not Lily's anymore. Ethan's. A perfect copy of Ethan's smile, but stretched into something predatory. Lily's voice cracked. "It doesn't want me anymore." Ethan shook his head slowly. "Lily, it doesn't want you or me." He swallowed hard. "It wants whoever it can copy best, whoever it can replace first." The creature took one more step forward, its new face still smiling. The creature stepped closer, each footfall heavier, more confident, like it finally understood how a human body was supposed to move. Lily pulled Ethan back toward the hallway. "Ethan, don't let it touch you. If it completes the copy—" "I know," he whispered. Because now the creature had Ethan's posture, Ethan's shoulders, Ethan's jaw, and that same unsettling, too perfect version of Ethan's smile. But the eyes were still wrong. Glass-like, reflective, as if they weren't seeing the world, just recording it. The creature mirrored Ethan's breathing. One inhale, one exhale. Perfect sync. Lily whispered, "It's not becoming you, it's replacing you." Ethan held her tighter. "Get to the front door. When I tell you, run." But as they moved backward, the apartment lights began flickering softly, and then Ethan saw something that made his heart stop. Every reflective surface, the TV, the microwave door, the hallway mirror, all flickered with static, and in each, a different version of Lily was smiling back at them. Some smiles wider, some smaller, some wrong. Lily grabbed Ethan's hand, terrified. "What is happening?" Ethan whispered. "It's not just copying us, it's testing versions." The creature tilted its head, again in sync with Lily's panic. Then, all the false reflections blinked, together, at the exact same moment. Lily screamed. Ethan pulled her back, but the creature lunged, not at Lily, not at Ethan, at the hallway mirror. It slammed its hand against the glass, and its reflection changed instantly. The mirror didn't show the creature, it showed Ethan. Perfectly, completely, exactly. Ethan stared. "That's me." Lily stepped back. "No, it's not." In the mirror, Ethan smiled, but the real Ethan wasn't smiling, not even close. The glass rippled, and the mirrored Ethan stepped out onto the floor. No cracking, no breaking, just emerging, like a reflection leaving the surface. Lily stumbled. "Ethan, run!" Ethan pulled her, sprinting to the front door, but the original creature blocked the hallway, and the new perfect copy of Ethan blocked the front door. Two of them. Two Ethans. One unfinished, one flawless, both smiling. Lily shook, tears streaming. "Ethan, I don't know which one is you." Ethan stepped forward, hands up. "Lily, look at me. I'm the real one." But the copy spoke in the exact same tone. So am I. Perfect voice, perfect rhythm, perfect inflection. Lily backed away in terror. The creatures moved forward in sync, one mimicking Lily, the other mimicking Ethan, as if preparing to take their places. Ethan whispered one last thing. "Lily, don't look at their faces. They only become what you see." But Lily made the mistake. She looked, just for a second, and both copies finished forming. Two perfect smiling versions of them stepped closer. Lights flickered, screen went black, and the final sound, a soft whisper from both copies. "You can rest now. We'll live for you."